Rich here at Flippin' for a Living. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Mine was another really good day. It was a couple big community sales in my area. Filled the truck up a couple times. I'm not going to bore you with the small stuff. This little video, I'm going to focus on 10 or 12 items that I'm strictly going to flip locally. Things that you just need to start buying without comping. You just need to know that the money is there. I'm talking about things that people use on an everyday basis. Don't worry about antiques. Don't worry about collectibles. Think of things that people need on a daily basis to enjoy their life. Music, a place to sit, a way to get around, something to enjoy their leisure time. Those are the things I'm going to show you right now. All this stuff people use basically every day, and that's why it sells quick, and that's why it sells locally, and we don't have to pay packing or shipping or fees or get terrible feedback or get returns, and it's all profit. What I got here, you guys, $245 what I spent on this dozen or so items, and $1,000 easy return on this stuff, all locally. So let's go over it real quick, and really maybe not so quick. And secondly, no one's allowed to shame me. Right now, if you're watching my Instagram and my video from yesterday, I essentially have the same outfit on. I get it. When you're out there hustling, you got no time to worry about what you're gonna wear. So I just put on the same stuff, excluding my underwear, which I changed, and I actually changed a second time. I'll show you first. I changed my underwear because I absolutely shit myself when I found on a shelf at a garage sale where it said mugs, $1. That was the title, mugs, $1. And look what we found. These were $1 each. There was a section with just StarBucks mugs, and there's 15 altogether. These are 10 of the better ones. There's 5 more in there. They're $1 a piece. She took $10 for all 15, and conservatively, you guys, talking $400. There's no, $200 or $300 mugs here. The Edinburgh one is probably the most valuable one. Lots of $40 ones. But yeah, I shit myself. It's the first little mug collection I've seen. And that's what I love about this community, guys. I have been buying and selling for 2 decades, and mugs were not on my radar till about 1.5 years ago. And thanks to whoever brought them to my attention, because you just netted me basically $400 profit off a $10 investment. So that was a great way to pretty much start my Saturday morning. So outside of that, let's talk about this other stuff, you guys. In my area, so I think it's everywhere, rattan or wicker stuff is really popular right now. This cute little set with 2 tables that nest and tuck in. I got that for 15 bucks. I'm gonna sell that for, I'm gonna get 100, I think, but for sure like $75, $80. This is a kid's unicycle. So I tried sitting on it and I almost broke my neck already. I paid 10 bucks for this. This is gonna be an easily sell. This is gonna be an easy sale for 40 bucks. I'm saying I've sold unicycles before, so I'm not gonna have any trouble there. I know people hate rolling up to a garage sale and seeing all sorts of baby stuff, but what is never going to stop happening in North America? People are never going to stop having kids, so they're never gonna stop needing baby stuff. So don't avoid it. These things, if you can snag them for 5 bucks, these little extra saucers that replace the good old walkers people my age used to roll around in and roll down the stairs in your walker, follow your mom around the kitchen, over to the hot stove. These keep you in place now, and they sell like crazy. This was 7 bucks I paid for this. I got it already posted for 25 bucks, and someone's probably picking it up tonight. That umbrella back there, I know it looks like crap. I get it. It doesn't look too pretty, but it's massive. It's alcohol related, which people love. It's mint on the inside. Of course, the inside doesn't sun fade. Make sure if you're buying umbrellas, you're checking that all these braces are secure, right? You don't want those to be cracked because then it's useless. These are all good. This was 5 bucks. I actually got, you can see there's another one right there. I got 3 of them actually for $10, and I got them each posted for $25 and $30 right now. So off that $10, I'm easily going to turn it into $75, maybe a little bit more. Again, locally, people that need the shade, right? Every day. I guess I'll go to the records right now. Records, if they're not on your radar, they should be. And this particular person, he sold me a longboard and that thing, the wicker thing, and he didn't even have these records out. But he's about my age. Just kind of felt like a good time to ask if he had any records. He's like, oh yeah, actually I do have some records. I guess I don't need them. I'm like, well, can I look through them? So don't be afraid to ask. Again, there's another pointer for today. Ask for what you want. What's the worst they can do, right? Say no. He brings out these records. There's about 200. I cherry picked past all the country and gospel and polka, and I got the pop and the rock, and I got some great stuff. That $1,000 figure I gave you earlier, it does not even include the records, okay? So these are more common ones, you know, stuff like Styx and Olivia Newton-John and Jethro Tull. Those are kind of set aside. And then this little pile here, I'm thinking I'm probably going to be able to get $300 to $400 for these. Stuff like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and the Talking Heads, and I don't know why, but 2 copies of Michael Jackson's Thriller and another Michael Jackson. Obviously, Prince is going to be a great seller. I don't even know who that is. Oh, Pink Floyd. Never heard of them. I don't think they ever did anything, Pink Floyd. U2. These guys again, I don't know who they are, but it, you know, it looked kind of like a cool picture. Nirvana, Queen, John Lennon, you get it. This little stack here is going to easily get me 300, maybe quite a bit more. But and that's not even, again, included in our figures, so we're well over $1,000 once you include the records. It's longboard season in some places all the time. In my area, just for the next 4 or 5 months. These are dirty. I'll give them a quick spray wash. And anytime you're selling a longboard, or we'll talk about the bikes over there in a second, give them a quick hose down with the hose. It just makes them look all shiny, and take a picture right away while they're all sparkly and shiny. It makes the picture look really good. Anyways, this longboard here, it is just like a Costco brand, but it was only 20 bucks. I'll still easily be able to get 50 for this, maybe 60. And this is a much more valuable one, this Land Yachts one. And when you're buying longboards, you know, check the bottom, see if the artwork is all trashed or not. Check the wheels, see how they're spinning. A little WD-40 goes a long way on the wheels. This one I'll probably get closer to $100 for. Golf clubs, we talked about those lots. On a side note, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you see an extra putter, an extra driver, for a buck or two, pick them up, because sometimes, like I did today, you just get a set of irons separately, and then you can add a driver and a putter to it and make a complete set. These were a buck a piece, so those are going to be, you know, just sitting around waiting to go with the set. And here's one of those brands that I tell you guys to look out for. Callaway, Big Bertha. I had to work this guy pretty hard. He hasn't golfed for like 5 years, and he said he doesn't even know if they're valuable clubs, but he wanted 80 bucks. 80 bucks wouldn't come down from 80 bucks. I offered him 40. He actually had a bunch of other clubs in with these. There's about 8 other clubs in the bag, and he wanted 80. So I just plucked out the crappy clubs. I cherry picked out the good clubs, and I ended up getting this set for 50. And here's another brand to watch out for, Ping. I'll probably sell this driver separately for 50 bucks, and the clubs I'm gonna get $125 or $150 for. So another great profit. Speakers, you guys, I did not comp, again, anything we bought today. It's all just going off of experience. You guys, you'll get there too, okay, don't worry. Repetition, and you'll get there. And again, just keeping in mind, is this something that people want to use today? Then you want to buy it. These speakers only cost me 10 bucks for this set. They're massive speakers, and sometimes you don't need to comp. If you can get a massive set of speakers like this for 10 bucks, just buy them. I promise you that you will get 50 bucks for them. So just buy them. But before you do, make sure you're popping off the front cover and checking that none of this has been blown and that the rubber is still a little bit pliable, that these are not punched in, and you know, so they look good. And I would actually suggest taking pictures of your speakers with the covers off. It looks way cooler. These were 10 bucks. I'm gonna post them for 100. I'll take the first 60, 70 bucks I get offered. These I'm keeping for myself. I bought these for 10 bucks. They're just little hatches that go in the back of your half ton that you can store stuff in. And I always have stuff flopping around on the back of my truck, so now they can go inside these boxes. They just sit over the wheel well. It was only 5 bucks a piece for those, so that's pretty awesome. This little chop saw was $10. I'll post that up for 35 or 40, and I know I'm gonna sell that in the next 24 hours. I sell a lot of those all the time. This little cot here, you might think it's not worth it. I paid 5 bucks for it. I'm thinking I was gonna get 20, and you know, 20 might be a little bit high, but whatever, 15 bucks. I was at the yard sale anyways, so I gave them the 5 bucks. I'll try for 20. If I get offered 15, fine. I'll put that out by my front steps and tell the person to come pick it up, throw the money in my mailbox, and I'll never have to see them or deal with them. It's gonna be just a little surprise, $15 sometime. Yeah, I know. Not everybody has that comfort level that they'll do that with people. I do. In a decade of doing that, I've had one thing where a person showed up and took it. So it does happen, and never paid me, and then blocked me on Facebook. Whatever, I guess they needed the pair of sneakers more than I needed the $20. And last but not least, you guys, I don't know anything about brand of bikes. Like, really, I don't know what the super duper high-end stuff is. I do know what a Walmart and a Canadian Tire brand is. You know, they're cheap. The Triumph brand, I think, is back there. I don't know. Anyways, if you can get a bike for 10 or 15 bucks, an adult-sized bike that's not rusted and it's holding air, take it for a quick spin, make sure the gears are changing and the brakes are working. That's what matters most. The gears are changing and the brakes are working. Then buy it. If you have a truck or you're close to home and you can ride it there, snap up that bike for 10 or 15 bucks in the middle of summer. This one I actually paid a little bit more for. It's quite a hefty bike with the little mud flaps and the little carry bag. They wanted 50. I paid 35. I'm going to sell it for 100. And that one in the back there, I paid 15, and I'm going to sell it for, I'll probably post it for 60 and take the first 50 that gets it. So that's everything, you guys. Overall, for sure, $750 profit plus the records. And as the sun's coming down right now and beating on me, as far as records go, where are they? Over there? Don't leave them out in the sun. I did that at my garage sale last year. I had a record player with a Madonna record on it, and it was like plus 30, and like within a half hour it was like warped. It was like a Pringles potato chip. So don't leave them out in the rain, not in the rain for sure, but not in the sun either. Vinyl will warp quickly in the heat. So that's it for today, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. If you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when all my new videos come out. We'll see you guys real soon. I hope you have a great day and love what you do.